Hello anybody, I'm Don Pollock and welcome to the History of My World, where we take a look at some of the fun stories and memorable moments that I've brought you on the 6 and 11 o'clock news over the years, plus a little bit of insight as to the story behind the story. Today we're going to go way back, over 30 years, because it was about this time of year, early April in 1986, 87, something like that, a time of big hair, big aviator glasses, and big buzz created by this story, and I think you'll see why.
There are many restaurants and diners that claim they have the best cup of coffee, but few would be able to compare to the coffee they're serving in one eatery here in the Northeast, where you can have your morning cup of Java with a choice of cream, sugar, half and half, or mayonnaise.
Ew, yuck.
All in all, a fairly typical first reaction to the new menu offering here at Millie's Love-In Diner, one that even Millie herself admits is unusual.
It may be unusual, but it's awfully good. You can ask the customers.
I've been drinking coffee for 60, 70 years, and we just 2 months ago, Millie started it, and it's the best thing in the world.
For the past 3 months, it seems more and more customers have been enjoying their morning coffee with extra mayo, a combination that seems at first to make about as much sense as, well, as cream and sugar on your tuna salad, but one that owner Millie Gavin and her husband recently came across on a trip to the Orient.
And I found the Chinese were putting peanut butter in all their dishes, and in Bali, I saw that they're putting mayonnaise in everything, and I couldn't believe it. They were putting it in their coffee. But I saw that it looked beautiful. It looked creamy. It looked more like a hot chocolate consistency. And I gave it a try. My husband actually was the first one to give it a try, because he'll try anything. But when I tried it, I liked it. And I brought it home here to the folks, and they seem to love it.
That is, if they can get past the idea of taking that first sip.
Nope, I like my coffee the way it is.
At first I resisted, but after I tasted it, I thought it was great. When you stop to think about it, you know, mayonnaise is made out of eggs, and you have eggs for breakfast.
Just like eating clams, you know, you got to acquire the taste for them. I don't like mayonnaise usually, so I said to her, you know, what do you want me to do, put mayonnaise in there? She said, yeah, put mayonnaise, try it. I tried it. Been drinking it ever since. Coffee and mayo, something else. Millie's dining.
Nothing Millie ever starts surprises me.
The kind of adventurous culinary spirit that may be the birth of a far-reaching trend. So while the whole idea of this trend in coffee drinking may take some getting used to, there is one thing that can be said without any doubt. Nobody drinks coffee with mayonnaise.
April Fool!
This is Don Pollock, Channel 6 Action News.
Fooled you, right? Fooled everybody. I'll tell you, you think fake news is a recent development? I was doing it 30 years ago. That's how you do fake news, completely fabricated. But a lot of fun, wasn't it? And I couldn't believe how much fun the patrons of the diner had helping us out. I mean, we walked into the diner, obviously the day before. We filmed this on March 31st, and we said, hey, we're going to play a practical joke on all the viewers in Philadelphia. Who wants to help us out? Well, everybody stepped up to the plate. They did a great job. I mean, they were convincing. They were, their performances were subtle, but very effective. Incidentally, nobody was really drinking mayonnaise with coffee. We swapped out their cups when we showed them drinking, and they were drinking regular coffee with cream. But I thought they did a great job. And how about that? How about the owner of the diner, that lady? Well, I couldn't believe her. I stuck the microphone in front of her face, and she went off on this story about China and visiting the South Seas and you know, everybody putting mayonnaise up. I believed it, for heaven's sake. She was straight out of Central Casting, for heaven's sakes. But it was great, and I swore everybody to secrecy in the diner. Don't tell your friends. Let them watch it tomorrow. I swore the cameraman to secrecy because I didn't tell anybody at the station either that it was an April Fool's joke. Everybody thought it was just an actual weird story, which went along with the weird stories that I, regularly came out with. So they weren't suspicious of anything like that. That almost backfired, though, because on April 1st, in the afternoon, one of the producers came up to me and said, your story isn't, time critical. So because we've got so much other stuff today, we're going to move it to tomorrow. We'll run it tomorrow or later in the week. That just almost gave me a heart attack, you know what I mean? I dragged one of the executive producers into the edit room, closed the door and said, it's got to run today. I mean, it's an April Fool's joke. It's not a real story. It's an April Fool's story. It's got to run on April Fool's. So I showed her the rough cut of it. She got it right away. She went over into the meeting and said, yeah, I don't know how she convinced them that, yeah, this has to run today, you know, we got to throw something else, you know, move something else around. That kind of upset a few of the other executive producers, because I remember I heard told that one of them said, well, what the heck is Pollock doing such a stupid story on you know, on a restaurant serving ridiculous coffee? I mean, he should be doing something on April Fool's Day. Guess I got the last laugh there. I'm Don Pollock. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.